increase your reach on Pinterest and increase your conversions with keywords, but you don't know what keywords you need to be targeting on Pinterest and you don't know how to find them or conduct keyword research. If you answered yes to all of those questions, this video is going to be for you because I'm going to show you my top 6 ways to find relevant keywords on Pinterest that is going to help you convert. Let's go. So if you want your brand to grow on Pinterest this year, grow as in get more website traffic, get more conversions with ads, you're going to need to know how to do keyword research because like I always say, Pinterest is a search engine and not a social media platform. So if you don't know how to find the right keywords to apply to your ads or apply to your Pinterest pins or to your boards or to your profile description, then this video is going to be for you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Naikia and I am the founder of The Marketing Profit, which is a Christian-based SEO and Pinterest marketing agency where we help Christian brand owners get visible through search to increase traffic and conversions. Okay. So as you guys see in the title, this is all about keyword research, and I'm going to share with you guys my top 6 ways that I find valuable keywords on Pinterest in order to use in my Pinterest marketing strategy for my account and for my clients' accounts as well. So I have my laptop here. I'm going to be walking you guys through the exact process I take when it comes to keyword research. And without further ado, let's get into this video. Let's start with number 1, and that's using the good old search bar. The first way to conduct keyword research is right here in the good old Pinterest search bar. You want to make sure you have it set to all pins. And so let's say I just, posted a new blog post about Pinterest marketing and I'm trying to see what keywords I want to target. Well, the first thing you want to do is make sure you start with a root keyword. So my root keyword or my basic or broad keyword is Pinterest marketing. So I'm going to type in Pinterest marketing. And then what I want you to pay attention to are the bold words that Pinterest suggests after your root word, because this tells you what people on Pinterest are actually searching for if they're typing in the base word Pinterest marketing. These are called long tail keywords or key phrases. They're usually 3 to 6 words combined that make a long key phrase, and these key phrases are usually niched. So, for example, instead of doing Pinterest marketing, I can target Pinterest marketing tips because Pinterest is suggesting that to me as people are searching it a lot. I could do Pinterest strategy. Right now it's 2022, but I'm pretty sure 2022 would actually work as well. So I would copy and paste this and write it down in my notes. Another tip I actually like to do with using the search bar is if you go ahead and click on one of the suggestions, I actually want you to do once it populates is over here in the all pins, I want you to click down on this drop menu and click on videos. Because when you click on videos, what Pinterest does is it gives you all of the keywords that pop up for Pinterest marketing under here in tabs. So basically, Pinterest marketing tips for small businesses, Pinterest marketing tips cheat sheets, Pinterest marketing tips for bloggers, Pinterest marketing tips for entrepreneurs. So you can take these keywords here and write them down and create your long tail key phrase. Here's one right here, how to use. So maybe I can target that new blog post as how to use Pinterest marketing for small businesses. So that's a cheat I like to do is just go ahead and filter it to videos, and it gives you a list of keywords that follows the words Pinterest marketing. You can even do the same if I just did Pinterest marketing and just erase the tips and just hit enter. And then I also separated it again by videos. You would see, you should see that tips, yep, strategy, tailwind, 2021, Etsy for beginners, business for bloggers. So these are all good keywords to target. The next thing I want you to do when it comes to finding keywords to target within the keyword search box is look at the first pins that pop up. I want you to look at the ones that are not promoted, and if they are promoted, they would say promoted. So those are the ads. We want to look at just the organic pins. Look at the reactions people are getting. Look at the keywords that are on these pins. So take notice on what pins are actually showing up at the top. So I notice all these pins up here, they're very word heavy. They have words that stick out. You just have an idea of what pins actually perform the best by looking at the content or the overlay text on the pin. I also like to look at the keywords people use in their pin title. So how to make money as a Pinterest virtual assistant, top 10 tips, how to, how to. It looks like the top pins that show up under Pinterest marketing all start with how to, or they have like top 10. There's another how to. So this is what I want you to look for when it comes to keywords. So that is the first way to find keywords on Pinterest to target for your content. So, the second way to find good keywords to target on Pinterest so Pinterest can increase your visibility through other people's Pinterest accounts is using your competitors' keywords. So, what I mean by using your competitors' keywords is I want you to go ahead and find your competitors on Pinterest and pay attention to the keywords they use in their profile title, in their description, in their board descriptions, in their board titles. Look at the pins that they're posting or the idea pins and look at the titles they're using for it. Look at the overlay text they're using on their standard pins. These are all keywords that they're using to target the same audience that you're trying to target as well on Pinterest. So if they're using it, then you can find a way to use it for your content as well. So the second way to find keywords on Pinterest is actually looking at your competitors. So when you are looking at your competitors, you can see what keywords that they're targeting within their profile title, their board descriptions, their board titles, or even their Pinterest pin content. So I'm just going to stick with Pinterest marketing again. And what I actually want you to do is go back to, you're going to make sure all pins are clicked. And then when all pins are clicked, what Pinterest actually does is suggest you profiles that actually has the keyword or the root term that you typed in within other people's profiles. So right here, I have this girl pop up who's Pinterest marketing and management. We have these two accounts pop up. So I'm just going to click on the first one. And what I want you to pay attention to is what keywords this person is using in their profile title. So for example, for me, this person is targeting the keywords Pinterest marketing and management as her keywords in her profile title. So if anybody is typing in Pinterest marketing or Pinterest management, she most likely is going to show up in search results, which you can see Pinterest suggested her account to me. Also, you want to pay attention to what they're using in their Pinterest description, if they're using any keywords there. But the main thing I want you to look at is go over and click on Save. So after you click on Save, you're actually going to see all the boards that this person or brand has attached to their account. And I like to see, okay, do they have a Pinterest marketing board? Yes, they do. So I like to click on their Pinterest marketing board and I like to see what keywords they are targeting in their Pinterest marketing board. So you will want to take this same step when you're looking for competitors that are suggested to you through that search bar. And then you go to their Save tab, go to a board that's relevant to the keyword that you typed in. And as you can see, this person is she has resources, tips, blogs, ideas for Pinterest marketing, online entrepreneurs, Pinterest strategies, small business owners, infopreneurs, creatives, freelancers. So the fact that Pinterest suggested her account when I typed in Pinterest marketing and management tells me that there's something that's well aligned with her account already. And I probably would be suggested her board too if I'm just in my home feed. And I can see here that she targets a lot of good, just broad keywords that have to do with Pinterest marketing. So these can be keywords that you can target to as well. The third way to find, oh snap, sorry. Okay, number 3. So the third way to find good keywords to target on Pinterest is using a tool called the Audience Insights tool. Now, this tool is available only for business accounts. A business account is free. You should be having a business account anyways if you're trying to use Pinterest for your business. But this tool, Audience Insights, literally tells you what your engaged audience is interested in, and you can find keywords this way. So let me show you what that looks like. So to find your audience insights, you're going to go to your analytics tab here. You're going to hit that drop down arrow. You're going to click over here on audience insights. Then once you're in audience insights, you want to make sure you stay on your tab here. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on this drop down menu here under audience 1, and you're going to click on your engaged audience because we're interested in the people that are actually engaging with our content. So you want to make sure you click engaged audience, and I want you to scroll down. And so this first part here is categories and interests, and this basically tells you that the pinners who are engaging with your audience are also interested in these categories and interests. And then it ranks them by affinity and by the percentage of audience. Affinity basically means how much likely they are to pin something from you that has to do with that category. So, for example, finance is the number one category that my Pinterest audience is interested in. So, if I created a Pinterest pin from, let's say, a blog content that has to do with finance, my audience is 4.98 times more likely to pin that pin, which basically means one pin will get about 5 repins, which that is good for impressions or reach. Let's say I am a fashion brand and we're coming out with a new collection, and the collection is all about loungewear, and I want to see what keywords I should target when it comes to loungewear if I want to target a key phrase, so those long tail keywords. So I'm going to scroll down to women's fashion because that's the most relevant broad key term or root key term that matches what I'm searching for. And so when you click on women's fashion, what Pinterest tells you is that your engaged audience is actually interested in all these keywords here that attribute to women's fashion. So the next thing you would want to do for your brand is go through and see, okay, well, which one of these keyword interests are closest related to loungewear. So the most relevant one might be casual outfit. So what you would do is you would hit casual outfit, and what Pinterest is going to do is going to take the keywords women's fashion and the interest casual outfit, put that all together, and it's going to show you exactly what pins are doing the best as far as engagement and impressions. And so now this is a keyword to target within our, like, let's say our description, but I'm going to just type in loungewear just to see what pops up. Now Pinterest is showing me women's fashion casual outfit loungewear. This is a keyword that we should be targeting for our new collection. Pinterest is also suggesting this board or this category here that is similar to what I basically searched. So if you click on this suggestion here, what you're basically going to want to do is go through the same thing. So these are other brands that are selling loungewear, and I like to look at what keywords they're using. So women's casual, they're using sweater lounge, they're using sleeve lounge, bottoms loungewear set, plus size loungewear set, button down ultra, women's set high collar, women's set long sleeve. So I like to look at cropped hoodies. So you want to look at what keywords these brands are targeting. That way you can write a list of keywords that also is relevant to whatever is in your loungewear set as well. And that can help you get more reach on Pinterest and hopefully convert to sales. So the fourth way to find keywords on Pinterest to target is actually going through the ads management setup. So you actually don't have to run an ad to do this. You can actually grab keywords before you actually run an ad. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay, so you're going to start the process by creating an ad. You're just going to click on the ads tab at the top left and then hit create ad. Basically, you're going to fill out all this information just to get to the keyword part. So just for example, I'm just going to keep it on consideration. I'm going to scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. I'm just going to type in, let's say 10, continue. Going to hit this, select. And then down here, you're going to get to a section called interest and keywords. So you're going to hit that drop down arrow. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to be able to find keywords that you can target. So these interests here are actually all the same interests we've seen in the Pinterest analytics, the Pinterest audience insights. So I'm not going to look at those. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the keywords. So you're going to scroll back up, and right now it's automatically on add interest, but we're going to click on add keywords. And so if you want to extend your reach, so let's say I'm going to do Pinterest marketing again. So Pinterest marketing. So as you can see, when I type in Pinterest marketing, here are some keywords that I can target. And what I like about the ads, it literally tells you the search volume that these certain keywords or key phrases gets every single month. So blogging tips gets about 5 million monthly searches every single month, give or take. And so Pinterest marketing for bloggers or Pinterest marketing blogging tips might do very well. So you would just add that button over here. And same thing, you can just add any of the keywords that you find that is relevant to the content you're trying to lead people to with your pens, copy and paste them, and save them. So this is another way I like to find keywords to target for my Pinterest content. Number 5 is using Pinterest Trends. So Pinterest Trends is another tool that's available to you as on a business account, and you find it the same way when you go to analytics and you click on Pinterest Trends. And I'm going to show you how to use this tool to find trending keywords that's going to be trending maybe a month or 2 or 3 months from now. People search for things in the future on Pinterest. So right now, all the Valentine's Day content that you see on Pinterest right now from different brands, they were actually penned about 3 months ago and started getting traction then because people plan ahead of time on Pinterest. So they start looking for Valentine's ideas or Valentine gifts or anything like that about 2 to 3 months beforehand. So I'm going to show you how to use this tool to find keywords to target right now for an upcoming season. So to get to Pinterest Trends, you're going to click back on analytics and you're going to go down to the word trends here. And once that page opens, it's going to look like this. First thing I want you to notice is that you can set it to a certain country. So you can set it to the US, the UK, and Canada. And basically what you want to use the trends filter, and basically what you want to use the trends feature for is to find keywords that are going to be trending about 2 to 3 months from now. So that way you can create content now to get people interested in it on Pinterest in order to come onto your website. So the first thing I like to look at so the first thing you want to look at is you want to scroll down and see if any of these top trends right now are within your industry. So let's say, so right now Valentine's Day nails is trending. Haircut 2022 trends. Kobe Bryant is trending. You can go ahead and click this here. And if any of these are within your industry, then you would click on those. But let's say they're not, you can also discover trending ideas across popular categories. So for fashion, for food and drinks, for beauty, for home decor, for travel. And so let's say I am a skincare brand now. So the beauty would actually be the closest category for me in order to see what keywords I should be targeting. And so if I scroll over, you can see men's medium hairstyles, bold summer beauty looks, February nails, euphoria makeup. None of this really has to do with skincare. So what you would want to do is you're going to scroll back up to the top and make sure you still have it set to the country that you want, and you're going to start typing in just that root word. So let's type in skin care. Then what Pinterest does, it's going to give you suggestions. So the first suggestion it gives you is the keyword you just typed in. But the second one it gives you is a skincare routine. Write that down. That's a keyword. Skincare aesthetic. Write that down. That's a keyword. Skincare routine steps. That's a keyword. Skincare routine 30s. If you have if you're a skincare brand, if you have an age defying line collection for skincare, this will be a keyword you will want to go ahead and write down and target. So then when you find some keywords, you're actually going to click on one that you're interested in. So I'm just going to click on skincare routine. And so another thing you're going to look at is see, okay, when is skincare routine trending the most? And so you want to look at this little graph here that Pinterest gives you. And if you look at the highest point here, skincare routine is at its highest peak as far as searches and the week ending January 6th. So right now actually wouldn't be a great time to target that keyword because we're almost into February or whatever time you're watching this right now. We're almost in the month of February 2022. So targeting the skincare routine keyword or key phrase now probably wouldn't do so well. So what you would actually want to do is you want to scroll back to what was trending last year around this time because it's going to be mostly similar for this year as well. So looking at March, looking at March, April, it looks like it was high again actually the week ending February 25th. So since February is coming upon us, maybe right now is okay, let me get some skincare routine stuff out because it's still going to be trending at the end of February. If you scroll down, you also get some related trends. These are also keywords that you can target. So as you can see, skincare routine steps, healthy skincare routine, skincare tips. So I would actually copy and paste all these keywords down because these are keywords that you can target within your content to drive people to your Pinterest profile and convert them over onto your website. And number 6 is my little secret. I'm not sure a lot of people know about this because I haven't heard a lot of Pinterest marketing experts talk about this Chrome extension, which is called Pin on Top. So I like using Pin on Top basically because I can see exactly which pins are doing well when it comes to saves. And as you guys know, when somebody's saving your content, that also increases your reach, which in turn that means it increases your impressions. And if your impressions increase, then most likely that can indirectly increase your conversions. So I'm going to show you how I use this Chrome extension tool. It's a free tool, pin on top, to find out what keywords I should be targeting, because if these pins did so well, then maybe some of the keywords would actually help me too within my industry. So let's go. I'm going to show you how that works. To get the pin on top Chrome extension, you're going to have to go to Google, and literally all you have to do, pin on top Chrome extension. First link that says pin on top, stay on top of Pinterest trends. Then you are right here, I already have it on my Chrome extension bar, but right here you're going to say download and add to Chrome. And so once you do that, I'm going to show you how you use it. So I'm going to go back into my Pinterest account, and I'm sorry, you guys can't see it on my screen, but it's literally right above this bell in your taskbar. You'll see the logo for Pin on Top, which is going to look like this. And so this is how you use it. So I'm going to go back to my search bar, and I'm just going to do Pinterest marketing again. And then you want to make sure this is on all pins. How I use the pin on top tool is I want to know what pins got the most saves, because it got saved for a reason, and one of those reasons could be the keyword. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit on your pin on top icon. So I'm going to hit on my icon right now, and once you hit on your icon, over here a black box pops up. So it's going to say sort by save. I just like to sort by 2 pages, and you're going to hit sort by saves. And so what's going to happen, it's going to repopulate the page, and it's literally going to tell you what pins got the most saves. And what you want to do is when it does that, you want to look at maybe the top row or top 2 rows to look at, okay, well, which pins got the most saves. So as you can see right here, this one got 1,014 saves, and they used the word Pinterest affiliate marketing. This one got 951 saves. They don't use Pinterest in this one, so I wouldn't be looking at that one. This one got 935 saves, and they use the keyword Pinterest strategies. And then scrolling down, free Pinterest marketing course got saved 316 times. Pinterest marketing growth strategy got saved 362 times. And so what I like to do is, okay, what keywords are they targeting? Okay, Pinterest for business, marketing strategies, Pinterest virtual assistant. So whatever content I'm trying to lead people to from Pinterest that's relevant to any of these pins, I like to write down those keywords. Another thing you can do too is, say for example, let's click on this Pinterest strategy one. I'm actually interested on what keywords they use in their pin title, as well as in their pin description, as well as what board they saved it to. So right here, she used that how to. So as I know it's an informational, probably blog post. So she used how to get your pins to rank first on Pinterest. So it seems like it has to do with like SEO, but she used rank first on Pinterest. And then down here, I'm guessing this is for blogs. So blog traffic with Pinterest strategies. This right here is a good key phrase, so I would write that down. Pinterest marketing strategies is another key phrase or keyword that we actually seen when we did the keyword research and using the key bar. And so, by the way, you do not have to use hashtags on Pinterest. It does nothing for you. It never has, honestly. So you don't have to use keywords anymore. So I can tell this is probably an old pin because this person used keywords. And the next thing I actually like to look at is the comments. So are people commenting stuff that maybe have keywords in it or has questions that I can probably answer with my content? So I like to look at that. And then she saved this to her Pinterest marketing strategy and tips boards. That's another keyword. So yeah, that's how I like to use that Chrome extension that's called Pin on Top, and it's a free extension. If you are an e-commerce brand looking to use Pinterest as a lead traffic generator to get more traffic, to get more customers or leads, or to basically increase your conversions overall, then you're gonna make sure you wanna check out all my other Pinterest videos as well, especially if you wanna find out if Pinterest is the right move for you. That's the number one step people get mixed up on, is that they start using Pinterest and they wonder why they're not growing it. It's because their audience is not even on Pinterest. So I suggest watching that video up here. I believe it's on this side. I suggest watching that video because I walk you through exactly how to find out if your audience is on Pinterest and if Pinterest is actually worth the move for you. I also have another video on basically how to increase your product sales on Pinterest. So I'll also leave that in the description box and maybe in the cards up here as well. And if you like Pinterest marketing tips like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, because this helps me reach more people who are also interested in Pinterest marketing. So do me a favor, let YouTube know that you found this content valuable by smashing that like button. I'm also curious to know what your Pinterest username is. So if you're an e-commerce brand and you're using Pinterest, I want to follow you. So go ahead and drop your Pinterest URL link in the description, and I will definitely go ahead and give you a follow. And that's it. That brings us to the end of this video. Those are my top 6 ways to find keywords on Pinterest in order to target, so that Pinterest shows your content in front of the right people, to get the right people to come over to your profile and basically create some type of conversion. So whether that is an email sign up or a download or going to your website, or whether that's purchasing a product, whatever the conversion goals you have for Pinterest, using keywords correctly is going to be, using the right keywords is really going to make a difference. Thank you guys so much. God bless and have a good day.